Welcome to the Fluid Mechanics lecture number 1. Fluid mechanics is a study of the behavior of fluids. They can be either liquid or gases. Now, before we jump into the properties of fluid mechanics, it's important to understand the units we'll be using for them. So this lecture will just focus on unit systems. Unit systems. Now, primarily you're going to see two types of unit systems being used. The first one is SI, also known as the metric system or the international system of units. The other one will be imperial. Imperial, also known as the English gravitational unit system or the pound-foot second system. So now let's just see how they are different. So for example, for length, SI would be meters, while imperial would be feet. For mass, SI would be kilograms, while the imperial would be slugs. For pressure, it would be PA to PSI, so pascals to pressures per square inch. Oops. So now let's just do some examples where we go from imperial to SI. So example number 1, we have 30 PSI. We want to know, so we have 30 PSI, so we have imperial. We want to know how many pascals that is. And PSI and pascals is sort of a unit you're going to see a lot in fluid mechanics. So we want to know how many PA that is. Well, if 1 PSI is equal to approximately 6894 PA, so how many do 30 equal? So well, you would multiply, and you want to keep this unit at the bottom, so you want to say PSI at the bottom. So 1 PSI 6894 PA, which gives me, if you multiply 30 by 6894, it should give you somewhere about 206843. So what we just did here is what we got rid of PSIs. So that leaves me with PA. So let's do another example, one dealing with three things, or I should say 2 things. Another example would be a little tougher one, 5,000 imperial gallons per hour. So this is a volume flow unit. You're going to see that later on. And I want to know how many meter cube over second that is. Well, if 1 imperial gallon equals to 0.004546 meter cube, so taking that into consideration, we're going to say 5,000 imperial gallons multiplied by, remember I want to keep the same unit at the bottom, so I cancel that out. So I want to say imperial gallon at the bottom. So 1 imperial gallon is 0.004546 meter cube. Now that's going to give me the meter cube over an hour, but I want to know how much is that in seconds. So what I'm going to do is, again, now I'm going to put the hour at the top because I want it to cancel out. So I'm going to say 1 hour at the top is 3600 seconds. So that's going to give me 5,000 times 0.004546 divided by 3600 is going to give me 0.0063 meter cubes per second. And I'll just change my colors here. And as you can see, we got rid of imperial gallons from here, leaving us with meter cubes per hour. Then we got rid of hours by doing this. So now we have meter cubes per second. So this is our answer.